Are you ready to leave the boring world behind and jump into a place where slimes, swords, and even vending machines rule? Welcome to our list of the top 25 Isekai Anime to watch in 2025. Let's get started! Imagine DC baddest villains teleported into a whole new world. In Suicide Squad Isekai, supervillains are given a shot at conquering a mysterious realm, major rewards if they succeed. And, well, let's just say failure is not an option. The storyline might leave you scratching your head at times, but trust us. The jaw-dropping animation and over-the-top concept make it one wild, chaotic ride. Picture this, a school trip goes horribly wrong and everyone gets magical powers, except for Yogiri Takuro. Abandoned and powerless, he soon discovers a bizarre talent, the ability to kill instantly. Now he's out for revenge, and maybe a way home, turning his underdog status into an explosive, laugh-out-loud adventure. Think Aristocrat, but with extra sass and instant death drama. Meet Tomokui Kanata, reborn as Gobru, the weakest goblin, with an appetite for power and, apparently, a few hearts too. Using memories from his past life and an oddball eating power, Gobru evolves in ways no one expected. Plus, he's flipping the harem script by juggling multiple relationships and even starting a family. It's a goblin tale that's as refreshingly bizarre as it is entertaining. Ever wondered what happens when a famous Japanese author ends up in an isekai? Osamu Dazai, yes, that Dazai, finds himself in a new world after a truck mishap, complete with his trademark dark humor and a rather morbid traveling coffin. Despite his gloomy outlook, he somehow charms his way through a series of surreal and hilarious misadventures, a must-watch for fans of literature with a twist of absurdity. Meet Ars, a noble child reincarnated from an everyday office worker, now living in a world on the brink of war. Armed not with a sword, but with a superpower that lets him instantly assess anyone's abilities, Ars proves that brains can trump brawn. He gathers a quirky band of allies, and shows that true leadership means looking beyond class and race. It's a clever, feel-good story of a reluctant hero rising to the challenge. Umiela Dolkness just wants to chill with her dark magic, but fate has other plans, reincarnating her as a count's daughter in an auto game. With striking black hair and zero interest in royal drama, she's destined to be a surprise boss. Leveling up to 99, she's all about handling business on her own terms and avoiding the chaos of high society. Snarky, savvy twist on the typical story. Banaza gets summoned to be a hero, only to be promptly kicked out for his embarrassingly low stats. But after defeating a slime, yes, a slime, he unlocks a level 2 boost that gives him infinite potential. Disguised as Fleo, he's thrown into a conflict between humans and demons, armed with a unique perspective and some seriously cheat code-worthy skills. It's Isekai with a wink, perfect for anyone who loves a good underdog story. Kazuma and his delightfully dysfunctional crew are back, and the misadventures are bigger than ever. With traps, debts, and the looming threat of a demon lord, this season sees our heroes reluctantly accepted by a princess impressed by their accidental heroism. If you're into laugh-out-loud moments and absurd predicaments, KonoSuba Season 3 is your go-to for non-stop hilarity and heart. At the tender age of 5, Famisha is labeled as the worst monster tamer in her town. Talk about a rough start. Cast out and considered cursed, she disguises herself as a boy named Ivy and sets off for the capital with her trusty slime companion. This dark survival-style tale of a tiny warrior in a brutal world mixes gut-wrenching stakes with surprisingly funny moments. Sometimes the smallest heroes make the biggest impact. Mimori, Toka, and his classmates are whisked away to another world. Everyone else gets dazzling magical powers, except for Mimori. Branded a failure by the goddess and dumped in a dungeon, he discovers his unorthodox abilities and embarks on a quest for revenge. Tackling heavy themes with sensitivity, Failure Frame shows that even the quietest underdog can pack a punch when the chips are down. Ken Usato's ordinary life gets flipped upside down when he's accidentally transported to a world meant for heroes. While everyone else swings swords, Ken discovers his secret superpower, healing magic. So, Under the tutelage of the kingdom's rescue team captain, he embarks on a journey full of challenges, laughs, and plenty of heart. It's a refreshing twist on the isekai genre that proves being a healer can be just as epic as being a fighter. In a world where books are scarce treasures reserved for the elite, Maine, a die-hard book lover, gets a second chance at life. Ascendance of a Bookworm follows her quest to create a library in a medieval society that's starved for knowledge. With world building that focuses on the nuances of culture, technology, and social change, this series is a refreshing isekai that reminds us that sometimes the greatest magic is the power of a good book. In Grimgar, Ashes and Illusions, a group of strangers awakens in a grim new world with no memory of their past. Forced to battle life or death situations and dangerous monsters, these characters must learn the harsh realities of survival. The series stands out for its immersive and somber world building where every victory is hard-earned and every character feels real. It's a gritty, poignant isekai that doesn't shy away from the darker side of fantasy. Ever wonder what would happen if magic crashed into modern-day Tokyo? Gate does just that. A mysterious portal unleashes fantasy creatures on the streets of Japan, and the Japanese Defense Force is forced to step in, not just to push them back, but to negotiate peace across the gate. With a mix of military might and magical mayhem, and even a harem or two thrown in, Gate offers an engaging look at what happens when ancient spells meet modern weaponry. Spoiler, the combat scenes are so well researched, even the history buffs will be impressed. Tired of all the sword-swinging heroes? Enter Ryuji Kiryu, a former corporate drone who finds himself running a medicine shop in a fantasy world. In Drugstore in another world, Ryuji uses his encyclopedic medicinal knowledge to help a host of quirky customers, from injured villagers to battle-weary adventurers. While demons and war still lurk in the background, this show focuses on the healing power of kindness and a killer potion recipe or two. It's icy decrease with a prescription for fun. Backed by popular demand from the 2010s, No Game No Life whisks sibling duo Sora and Shiro away to Disboard, a world where every conflict is resolved by games. To earn their ticket home, they must make humanity the top race and charm the quirky god of games, Tet. With 16 distinct races and a rulebook that's stranger than fiction, this series is a playground of clever strategies, vibrant characters, and world building that's as mesmerizing as it is unconventional. Ofumi Iwatani's story starts with a twist transported to a fantasy world. He's quickly betrayed by those he trusted. Armed with a trusty shield and a deep sense of determination, Naofumi must prove his worth in a land of intricate lore and complex political intrigue. Rising of the Shield Hero stands out for its rich world building and the way it unravels the history and mysteries behind its magic system and villains. It's a tale of resilience, redemption, and really epic shield bashing. Travel back to the mid-90s with this isekai classic that started it all. In Magic Knight Rayearth, 3 middle school girls are summoned to the enchanting world of Sapphiro, or they must rescue Princess Emerald from the clutches of an evil high priest. With elemental magic and giant, robot-like rune gods on their side, the adventure is as dazzling as it is nostalgic. Just when you think it's a simple rescue mission, the show throws in twists like the mystical pillar of Sapphiro who holds the world's balance in his prayers. Classic, captivating, and full of surprises. Meet Will, a baby reborn in a new world, raised by a skeleton, a ghost, and a mummy. Talk about an unconventional family. The Faraway Paladin shines with its incredible world building, offering a rich tapestry of lore that expands with every episode. As Will learns about life, honor, and the true meaning of power from his eerie but loving guardians, viewers are treated to a thoughtful exploration of rebirth, responsibility, and yes, the occasional monster fight. Parody meets power in the Eminence in Shadow, where Minoru Kaijino, reborn as Sid, decides that blending into the background isn't an option. As the self-appointed leader of Shadow Garden, he trains to combat the elusive cult of Diablos, a foe he initially thought was just his own overactive imagination. But surprise, the cult is all too real. Balancing tongue-in-cheek humor with genuine character growth, this series builds a richly detailed world of magic and mystery where nothing is quite as it seems. Imagine being trapped in a virtual reality game where you're not just playing, you're the Overlord. In Overlord, Momonga and his loyal minions set out to conquer a world that's as intricately designed as it is unforgiving. From diverse races to detailed job classes and epic battles, the world of Yggdrasil is a treat for any Isekai fan who loves a powerful protagonist with a dark twist. It's a story where villainy is celebrated, and strategizing is an art form. When a 34-year-old man gets a second chance at life in a magical realm, Mushoku Tensei delivers a story that's both deeply personal and expansively epic. With a rich history, elaborate power structures, and a cast of complex characters, this series explores themes of redemption, trauma, and the joy of starting over. Its detailed world-building makes every twist and turn feel both believable and profoundly moving, a true cornerstone of modern Isekai. After a not-so-glamorous office life, our hero meets an untimely end, only to be reborn as Rimuru, a slime with a penchant for absorbing powers and making friends. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime blends action, comedy, and political intrigue as Rimuru builds his empire and battles formidable foes. Season 3 delves deeper into the complexities of ruling a diverse community, proving that sometimes being soft and squishy is the ultimate superpower. Trapped inside the virtual reality game Sword Art Online, Kirito must beat the game to escape. This iconic series takes you through multiple game worlds, each with its own intricate rules and immersive lore. As Kirito navigates these digital realms, especially during the thought-provoking Alicization arc, viewers are treated to a masterclass in world-building that questions the nature of reality itself. It's an epic saga where every level up brings new revelations. Taking the top spot is Log Horizon, where 30,000 players find themselves trapped inside the MMORPG Elder Tale. What sets this series apart is its meticulous attention to detail. Every rule, race, and class feels thoroughly thought out. As the players band together to navigate the sprawling digital universe, the show offers a deep dive into the mechanics of its world, blending strategy, adventure, and social dynamics into one unforgettable experience. If you love world building that feels as real as it is imaginative, Log Horizon is the ultimate isekai escape. Thanks for joining our countdown of the top 25 Isekai anime. Did your favorite make the list? Drop a comment below with your thoughts and let us know which shows you're most hyped to watch. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more anime updates. Until next time, keep exploring those fantastical worlds, and may your adventures be as epic as these anime.